Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? That's what you're wondering. Well, this is the Papa Antonio Bakery on the corner where you turn into Tremathusa and head up towards Tala Village. And what we're waiting for is Sir Philip. He's popped in there to get some bits and bobs, and we're going to give him a lift home to Kamaras village in Tala. And we've just been sitting and chewing the fat in the Atlas coffee shop. So slowly but surely, I think Sir Philip's going to come out. We're going to capture him on camera, and of course I'm going to give him a lift home. I did tell him that we're going to make a little video. Maybe he'll chat along the way, maybe he won't, but I've no doubt he'll pop something in. We've had one hell of a chat today. His father, oh my god, he was a superstar, and well, he was a steel man, and he made all sorts of bits and bobs, made an awful lot of money, by the way. Drives a Rolls Royce, put his son through one of the best schools in the world, and his son is a graphic designer, retired now, but on computers, and made a small fortune as well. And we were talking about all sorts of bits and bobs, and his uncle was a set designer. Wow. And on one occasion his uncle turned down a job, so his father went and constructed a dome for the St. Paul's Cathedral somewhere in downtown Devon, so I'm told, and it was floating in the blue, well, great Mediterranean Sea. And they made a movie, and Spike Milligan was in that movie as well. And well, it's a long story, but a very fascinating story indeed. And here he comes. Here is Sir Philip. Come on, Sir Philip, get in the car because we're getting ready to go. Let's let him in. Come on, Sir Philip.
Huh?
We're live on Nuts in Paphos, Marika and me. And I've just been telling the story about your dad building the dome because your uncle turned it down. What was the name of the movie?
The Bed Sitting Room, 1968.
1968, The Bed Sitting Room. And who was the actual star of the show? Spike Milligan was in it.
Spike Milligan, Peter Cook, Dudley Moore.
Wow. An all-star cast.
Arthur Lowe.
Arthur Lowe.
Rita Tushingham.
Rita Tushingham.
Jack Shepherd.
Jack Shepherd, and your father.
My father
actually stood in for Jack Shepherd coming down the side of the dome.
Yes, he was the Archbishop of Canterbury.
Wow.
In a post-nuclear London.
In a post-nuclear London.
All that was left was the Dome of St Paul's in the middle of the sea.
Wow. What a fascinating story. Huh? So go, what's the movie called again?
The Bed Sitting Room.
The Bed Sitting Room. So
yes.
You're going to send me that.
It was an absolute flop when it came out.
That doesn't matter. You never know. Maybe one or two of the Marika and me viewers will go and watch it. I'm going to go watch it because I want to watch your dad abseil down.
It may be on YouTube. Oh, but I'll send you a copy. I've got a copy.
We're going to have a look at it. So we turned into Tremathusa. We're bypassing Tremathusa and we're heading up towards Tala, and we're going to Kamaras village because we're going to give Sir Phil a lift home.
Thank you very much.
Hopefully, Lady Cleta is not going to attack him with a frying pan because apparently she gets a bit irate when he's late.
Yes.
So, but luckily she's been phoned ahead and warned. She'll probably come out and attack me with a frying pan. Anyway,
that could happen.
On that note, if you like what you see, why not hit the like, click that subscribe, and perhaps come back for a little bit more of our complete and utter insanity. And if you want to keep the channel afloat, why not go through to our About page, where you will find a little icon and it'll take you through to the Buy Me a Coffee platform, or just Google Buy Me a Coffee, Marika and me. And of course you can choose to buy us a coffee or two. Today I bought Sir Phil 2 coffees, but of course on Tuesday it's Sir Phil's, and of course they're going to get a bottle of Molly Shandon in especially for us.
Yes,
but he's got a couple of bobs, so don't worry.
No, I haven't.
Yes you have, yes you have. I'm sure you have. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. And I'm tonking on a Romeo and Juliet cigar, especially for a man called Sir Martin, and of course for Lord Derek Scully. And hopefully, Derek Scully, you have cooked your Stefano to perfection, and hopefully your Oching Receiver Booth is having a great evening meal. And you may have noticed that there's 1 or 2 grey clouds in the sky, and we've got a little bit of rain because we've got a bit of a dirty windscreen, but of course it's pointless washing it because here comes the shower again. They forecasted horrendous rain, haven't they, so far?
Yes, it's going to be a nasty storm, apparently.
That's what they say, isn't it? But of course Paphos is small. Don't worry, cocoon yourself in front of the pool, enjoy the views out across the, well, perhaps not quite so blue Mediterranean Sea today, but I promise you that by Monday or Tuesday, certainly if your name is King James, and of course you've got a queen in your life called Queen Kareem, and of course that must mean if your father's a king and your mum's a queen, you must be a princess, and that must mean that you must be Princess Darley. And of course you're booking into the Cypria Bay on Wednesday. Marika and me will be waiting especially for you. So, how's Kamaras treating you these days?
Oh, it's a very nice Kamaras,
Yeah.
you know. It's
Are you happy the weather's changed? By the way?
yes, very happy because it's been too hot.
Yes, that's right. Because most people watching the channel obviously dream of this weather, but if you live here...
Yeah, no, this is a relief. It's been very, very hot for
So
several
when are you
months.
off to India, by the way? Tell
I
us
don't
when you're
know.
going.
I
You
don't know. It's up in the air.
And where are you going to in India? Where is it?
Mumbai, Bombay.
Bombay,
The old
former
name,
Bombay. Yeah. But now it's called Mumbai, isn't
Yes.
it? So are you the guy that owns that multi-storey, well, they call it a house, don't they? The most expensive house in the world. Is that your house?
No, yes, I do know of him. Yes,
do know of him.
That's
Is
a
he a
horrible
nice chap?
building. It's a horrible carbuncle. Yes.
It is. But
Yes.
they say it's the most valuable
Yes, it is.
property in the
It is
world.
probably in the world. Yes,
Yes, that's what
but
they
it looks
say.
awful.
Well, perhaps not so bad from the inside. Maybe.
It's got a helicopter pad. doesn't it?
Yes, I think it's got 2 or 3, hasn't it? But there's this spectacular property. It's a skyscraper in Mumbai, if you want to go and Google it. I don't know what it's called, but just Google most expensive property in Mumbai, and it's owned by Sir Phil. And of course, it's got 4 or 5 helicopter pads on the top.
I wish.
And apparently there's a cable network that takes us to the Mumbai harbour to launch his super yacht, and there's a couple of Learjets parked in there as well, isn't there? Anyway, we're coming towards the, how do you say it?
Neophytus. Ios Neophytos.
So that's the monastery right in front
Yes,
of us, isn't
Mr. Neophytus. He's
Yes,
a
there
great
we are.
saint, a hermit.
it? He's a hermit, is he?
He lived in a cave. Yes.
He lived in a cave,
Yes.
and then they built this
Yes, yeah.
monastery.
He went to the Holy Land and he came back and planted some trees as well.
Ah, so there we are. He was a green man, well before greenism came into popularity. Sign there says Kamaras Village, otherwise we go straight into the area known
And this
as
is the cat
monastery.
park here,
And that's the cat park, yeah, it is, isn't
where
it?
all the cats live.
There you go, Lord Damon Ritchie, Lady Zuska, that's waiting especially for you. They went there when they were here a couple of months ago, and we took a lot of cat food, and we were greeted by the boss. That's the cat who owns the place, and he inspected all the food, and he was a beauty, and he said thank you very much. When are you coming again? So there's hundreds of cats in there, isn't there? Hundreds.
Yeah, it's hundreds. It's doing a very good job there.
And if you're feeling like doing a donation, by the way, Tala Cat Sanctuary, if you Google that or
Yeah.
look for them on Facebook, they're always looking for some donations.
Yes, and they need money right
They
now.
do,
Yes.
they do.
They're trying to build a new shelter there.
Yes, there we are. Get the plug in there. So it's Brian, is it Brian?
Mark.
Mark, sorry, Mark.
Mark is the boss.
Mark is the boss there. He's obviously got quite a few helpers and all the cats. And if you go in there, they all greet you and salute you and then go and eat your food. But at the end of the day, there's an awful lot of cats that need feeding. 1 or 2 people around the harbour go down as well, especially in the winter, including myself and Marika, because, well, their source of food, shall we say, dries up as you start getting ready for Christmas, because of course you don't come to Paphos because perhaps it's a little bit windy and a little bit cold. But guess what? Paphos is not a bad place in November, December and January, and more often than not we get very, very good weather. You might get the odd thunderstorm, but you'll get a great
It's
time.
comfortable.
It's comfortable, isn't it?
Yes,
It's
it is,
comfortable.
and usually sunny as well.
Most of the time, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I say to people, you know, they're forecasting thunderstorms today, but we had a rain shower for about 20 minutes, didn't we?
Yeah, not long,
And then we've had the last hour.
and that's very refreshing, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's nice, it's nice. And to be honest, if you're coming here for a fortnight, after about 4 or 5 days, you might get a little bit bored once you've gone brown. Even if your name's Princess Tracy, who's going home today, of course she's been sunning herself and browning herself, and then yesterday she realised that the back of her ears was not quite brown enough, so she went down to the Sodat beach and pinned her ears down and put her feet up in the air to get her soles tanned as well. So she's going to go home as a bronzed blonde beauty, and I'm going to give her a lift to the airport tonight as well. So you never know, she might get to tonk on a Romeo and Juliet cigar with Mr. Paul in memory of Sir Martin, because of course, well, he's back home with his blonde beauty, and of course that is Lady Victoria, and she was a lady even before I made her a lady. He showed me his phone and she is listed as Lady Victoria the Great. So clever, clever man indeed. Are we close to home?
Yes, we are. Yes, here we
So
go.
I'll drop you off, chuck you out, as I say. Hopefully, Lady Cleta doesn't attack you with a manhole cover, hopefully, or a frying pan. And give her my best regards.
I will do, Paul. Thank
And
you very
I'll
much.
pop in on Monday, Tuesday, and I'll have a nice Coca-Cola with
Yes,
you.
please
I
do.
will.
Please, you're most welcome.
Because your Coke was ice. We'll go up a little bit and we'll turn round, and
No
then you
problem.
can, well, I'll chuck you out, as
Thank
I
you.
say. And I'm going to go and drive down towards Kisoniga because I've got a gentleman to go and see. Let's get up here. See, the gearbox wants to go into economy mode. Hasn't realised that there's a hill. There we are. We're in Kamaras Village, one of the posh places in Paphos. How much does it cost to buy a villa around here?
Anything from 350 to a couple of million.
Yeah, so chump change up to certainly not chump change. But a nice area to live.
It's beautiful.
One of these days you
It's a
may buy
paradise.
a car as well.
No.
No.
Never.
No. Never going to buy a car.
No.
There we are. I suppose did you need a car in Kingston on Thames?
No.
No. Which one is you? Oh, it's a bit further, isn't it? No, you didn't need
I've always
one,
been
did
on
you?
buses and trains.
Yeah, I understand that. And I suppose in downtown Mumbai it's not so bad either.
No, you've got rickshaws there.
Yeah, so rickshaw in live. And one of these days, as Sir Phil says, he's invited us to go to Bombay. One of these days, you never know, Marika and me nuts in Bombay.
Yes, it's going to
might be
happen.
coming
It's
very
going
soon.
to happen.
Sir Phil,
Thank you very much, sir.
pleasure
Take
to
care.
have a coffee. We'll see you on Tuesday.
We'll do.
We'll renew our lottery numbers, and you never know.
We'll be millionaires.
You never know. Well, Lady Cleto
This
will
time next
probably
week.
win another €1.50. She wins every time,
She does.
doesn't it? Always
Usually,
wins.
yeah.
Always wins €1.50.
Very lucky.
But we're looking for
I
the
never win.
jackpot. How much is the jackpot?
2 million
2 million. There we go.
tomorrow.
So if we win 2 million, don't forget to come to the Pelican restaurant and I'll buy you a coffee for free. Thanks, Phil.
Okay.
I'll see you on Tuesday.
Thank you very much, Paul.
10-ish. Hopefully there's no frying pans coming at you. All those swords. Oh my goodness. Right, on that note,
Take care.
we're off. Thanks, Sir Phil.
Cheers,
See you
mate.
later. See you later. There we are. We'll give him a toot toot. But that is Sir Phil. You've seen him again on camera and he's a star. He's an absolute legend. And one of his ideas is to, well, it was, and I've mentioned it quite a few times, nuts in Paphos. And he thinks we are nuts, but he's addicted to watching the channel. He comments quite often, obviously, but I see him once or twice a week on my travels, and I love to sit and have a chat with him because he is an absolute superstar. He really, really is. And some of the stories today, they've been amazing, really, really amazing. And he was talking about he had the pleasure once to, well, meet Oliver Reed. We can imagine what went on there, can't we? Yeah, that's right. And well, what can I say? What can I say? He was telling me his father had a Rolls-Royce Ghost back in the day, and they used to transform up and down to their holiday home just outside London or wherever, wherever it was. And his sister was always car sick, so I can imagine that was masking the smell of the leather and the wood. But I bet you that was a great, great time, that's for sure. But as you understand, Sir Phil doesn't drive, never needed to drive, but now and again I give him a lift when I see him. And as I always say, if I ever see him run over, I'll back over him just to make sure that his misery has ended. But one of these days, he's off to Bombay, or Mumbai, to give its new name, isn't it? This road's a bit Sherlock Holmes, by the way. It's one of the shortcuts taking us down to the lanes which will allow us to get down towards Kisoniga. So if you're looking for some shortcuts in and around Paphos, well, Nuts in Paphos, Marika and me, is the channel to come and watch. You're going to get to go on some little roads that perhaps you didn't know existed, that's for sure. So we're in the lowlands of Kamaras village. We're going to do a wiggle and we're going to do a waggle, and we're going to go through the plantation area of, well, Lower Tala and then into Kisoniga, and we're going to work our way out. And one thing's for sure, you're going to get a great, great view out across the blue Mediterranean Sea. And there it is, of course, out across the rooftops of tops in Lower Tala. Although technically this may be Kisoniga now, but who knows, who cares? It doesn't really matter, does it? We are transcending down and we're dropping down to the blueness of the blue Mediterranean Sea. All that's missing is you, that's for sure, because we understand that sky is looking pretty blue. The sea, I'm pretty sure you can see it, well, that's looking blue. Guess what? Mr. Paul, he's dressed head to toe in blue, and we're waiting, Marika and me, Paphos, the island of love, especially for you. So come on down. Miss Alison, Miss Enid, we know you're back home. Of course, maybe it's dry, maybe it's sunny, I don't know, but we know that you had a spectacular holiday in downtown Paphos. The Mayfair Hotel treated you exceptionally well, we know that, and we thank you very, very much for taking the time to come and see us in the downtown Paphos Harbour, and it was a great, great pleasure and an honour to meet Lady Alison and of course Lady Enid, and we're looking forward to seeing you again, hopefully next year around about the same time. We were discussing the weather. Perhaps it was a little bit too hot when you arrived. Perhaps this could be the time of year, or perhaps come in May. We've got a few people here at the moment, of course. The girl in charge of the show, Lady Dame Anne, she's here. Oh yeah. and hopefully she'll do us the honour tonight to come and join us in the Pelican, and I've got a feeling that one or two of the people will come as well. So if you're looking for us, Pelican Restaurant in the main harbour area in downtown Paphos, and of course we'll be sitting in the front row. I'll be the idiot in a blue hat with a pair of sunglasses, but there'll be a blonde beauty sitting next to me, and we are waiting especially for you. I'm going to say thanks for watching, and of course if you do like what you see, hit that like, it doesn't cost you a penny. Hit the subscribe, come and join the madness nuts in Paphos. That doesn't cost you a penny. But if you want to support the channel, don't forget, Marika and me, buy me a coffee, and you'll hit the landing page. You can choose to buy us that motivational coffee, or that coffee for that special birthday shout out, that anniversary. Perhaps you want me to call your cat in, or your dog. Perhaps if her name is Miss Scribble, you never know. Or, of course, join us as a superstar member at only €10 a month. Get yourself a special title, get yourself some privileges, and get yourself that little bit closer to Miss Ochin, Gracilia, LaBouffe, and me. Thanks for watching. Of course, I will see you again very, very soon indeed, somewhere on my travels, as we wiggle and we waggle in and around the area of Paphos. Thanks for watching, and of course, we'll see you again very, very soon indeed.